Well, hello. This is obviously a long awaited episode, I'm sure. Maybe to some of you it's not, but anyway, this is the return, the full return of HBM's Crypto Corner for Wednesday, June 1st, 2016. We have a few items to talk about today, so let's get started. A, what do you call it? A person on YouTube, or content, I guess you call him content creator, has been putting up for the past few months these different compilation videos, Bigfoot sightings of whatever month it is. Well, the newest one is Bigfoot sightings of May 2016. And this is the video, and basically they just compile news reports from different states and they put them together into one conglomerated video. I really like the way they do this. It's really great, and I recommend you seek them out. Yeah, Bigfoot sightings of whatever month it is. I mean, it's tremendous. I think it saves a lot of legwork too. You're not having to search all over YouTube for different clips and things like that. They've done the work for you. So check them out one time, won't you? As you guys may or may not know, I'm a big booster and fan of the Olympic Project. I mean, these guys, they're doing great things, I think. They're doing it right. And I got nothing but love for them. They're doing great. There's a few videos on YouTube, including from Tom Baker, about sighting data. I believe this has been filmed at a recent event. I thought it had been filmed last November at the Sasquatch Summit, but no, this is actually more recent than that. So, for those who are interested in checking out what the Olympic Project is all about, hey, these guys are great. They're doing these guys and gals. I mean, there's women in there too, but they're doing great stuff, and you know, I'm a big booster of these guys and gals, and it's olympicproject.com for you guys who want to check it out. I mean, they are tremendous. They're doing great things out there in the Olympic Peninsula and in the Olympia Mountains. So, yeah, I mean, I can't say enough good things about them. They're doing great. Now, here's something I somehow missed. Apparently, an individual drove to the Patterson-Gimlin film site area, and they give, what do you call it, coordinates. Here's some of the coordinates where you can apparently, I don't know if you can actually drive to the film site itself. I I don't think there's a way to do that. There was a way to drive to the film site years ago. There was a little road that led right to the film site. I mean, you could just drive right up into it. But with all the rerouting of the creek over the years and all um, the growth, the upward growth of the forest, everything's overgrown now. So you really can't just drive up to the film site anymore. But somehow I missed this video. I don't know how. But this is pretty awesome. I mean, I'm hoping to be able to go to the film site next year when the 50th anniversary celebration of the Patterson-Gimlin film is held in Willow Creek, California. I mean, that's something that's really on my bucket list, is to be able to go to the Patterson-Gimlin film site, to actually be there at the very place that Patty was filmed. I mean, I would love to do it, obviously. I mean, it would be awesome. And like I say, it's on my bucket list. Hope I can make it. Now, in this story, there's a brief mention of Robert W. Morgan. Um, I do have a bit of news about Robert W. Morgan for those who may have collected his cassettes, Ultimate Legend Quest, Bigfoot, the Ultimate Legend Quest, and enjoyed them. Well, for those who may have worn those cassettes out, or if you don't have a cassette player, you're in luck because they're about to release them on CD. 10 CDs they're going to be releasing them on. The Ultimate Legend Quest. If you go to Facebook, look up the Robert W. Morgan Projects. You can find information about this upcoming project. I think it's going to be pretty exciting. I'm looking forward to purchasing those myself. And by the way, you can purchase them. You can get them signed by Robert himself. So I think that's pretty exciting. Um, you know, uh, Idle Arbor or Pine Winds Press released the Bigfoot Observer's Field Manual CDs a few years ago, which are really great also because they're narrated by Robert W. Morgan. But to have all 10 of these CDs that have the entire collection of the Ultimate Legend Quest, that would be tremendous. And we will have our opportunity very soon, I promise. And I think it's going to be great. I'm looking forward to it. And that is definitely a must purchase. No question about it. Yeah, I definitely recommend purchasing those because, Robert has been a long time researcher. And I mean, whether you agree with his methods or not, a lot of people swear by them. A lot of people say, yeah, his recommendations helped me to have a sighting, or his recommendations helped me to have an encounter. So, like I say, a lot of people swear by him, and nothing wrong with that. So, definitely, these are going to be a must purchase, and I'm definitely looking forward to doing just that. A lot of you are probably familiar with this very controversial case. Bigfoot family filmed in Blue Mountains by the late Paul Freeman. Now, obviously, there has been quite a bit of controversy surrounding Paul Freeman. Unfortunately, I mean, he's passed away now, so he can't answer any questions. But he took a very interesting video of what may have been a large male Sasquatch and a smaller infant or juvenile. Now, this says 1994, and that was the mistake they made on Sasquatch Legend Meets Science. They said it was 1994. It was actually 1992, because I recall seeing that particular footage on an episode of Hard Copy right around Halloween of 1992. So it was actually 92, not 94. I have to say that it's very compelling footage. If it's hoaxed, then that was a great suit that he utilized. If that was hoaxed, it was a great suit. And Freeman's reactions, they to me, and this may not register with a lot of people who are very skeptical of Freeman. But to me, his reactions sort of ring true. Could I be wrong? Sure, I could be completely off base about Paul Freeman. I mean, yeah, there was the charge that he stumbled upon evidence every time he walked out his front door, you know. But you know, the main strike against Paul Freeman was the claim that he admitted he hoaxed footprints. This was on Good Morning America back around 87 or 88. I think it was 87. Well, a lot of people say a lot of things, and they don't necessarily mean them. And how do we know that his clip was not taken out of context? Jeff Meldrum has said that, well, if what Paul Freeman did, as far as making footprints in his own garden to test the compression of them, then I've hoaxed footprints. There's my alarm. Excuse me. Sorry about that. But Jeff Meldrum has come to the defense of Paul Freeman, and like I said, myself, I'm kind of on the fence about Paul Freeman and the footage. But if it's a hoax, it's a really good one. We'll just put it that way. And until hard evidence really comes forth and proves, yes, Paul Freeman was a hoaxer, I guess I'll give his footage about a 50-50 shot. And also some of the footprints that he found, which, Renee DeHinden had said that, well, these footprints of dermal ridges were created by someone, possibly Freeman, taking their fingerprints and putting them all over the fake footprints. But I don't know. I'm really on the fence about it. I give it a 50-50 shot, or just put it that way. Finally, today, I want to kind of highlight the recent Coast to Coast AM episode with Connie Willis hosting, and for the first time ever, the guest was the one and only Bob Gimlin. And it was a tremendous show, and I listened to it when it first aired, and Bob was great. He did a great job for his first time being on Coast to Coast AM. And Connie, of course, was great also. I think she did a tremendous job of asking the questions and things of that nature. It's a great interview. I would recommend listening to it. It's really tremendous. For those who want to know a little more about Bob beyond the Patterson-Gimlin film, that's another good aspect of the interview, because he talks about different aspects of his life. He talks about riding motorcycles with Evel Knievel. He talks about getting in a bad car wreck and being in the hospital for like 2 years. He talks about being part of the search and rescue for Yakima County and being a deputized sheriff. And yeah, just the guy, he's so fascinating. There's so much about Bob Gimlin that's fascinating beyond his Bigfoot things. And I think one of his nieces is actually has been kind of in the planning stages of writing a biography on Bob. And I hope that will be finished and be released, because that'll be a tremendous book. I would certainly read it for sure. I would definitely purchase a signed copy of that. And yes, Bob is such a great guy. Every time I see him at the Ohio Bigfoot Conference, I see him around the young people, and the young people come up to him and they talk to him and they get autographs from him and things like that. He always takes the time out to talk to everybody. Everybody that approaches him, that's the kind of person Bob is. And I can't imagine him being part of a hoax. I just can't. Then for all those who degrade him, and claim he's a liar and claim he's a hoaxer. They just haven't spent any. They have not spent any time around him. I'm sorry, they haven't. I have. I've spent quite a bit of time around Bob, and he's such a gentleman, such a tremendous person. I'm lucky to count him as a friend. He is such a tremendous person. I have nothing but respect. And if I sound like a Bob Gimlin fanboy, well, guess what? I am. Okay? I'm a Bob Gimlin fanboy. And it really makes me angry when we have all these individuals claiming, well, he hoaxed this and he hoaxed that. And they have absolutely no proof whatsoever that he was a hoaxer, or that Roger Patterson was a hoaxer. So, I mean, I would encourage anybody who attends any kind of a Bigfoot event where Bob is, hang around him, get to know him, talk to him, you know, and you'll see that he is just a tremendous person and a very giving. He has a very giving heart, and that's one thing. That's one thing I love about Bob. He has a very giving heart. I've even gotten to meet his wife. His wife is very nice too, Judy, Miss Judy. I call her Miss Judy. I got to give her a hug and everything because she deserved it. She deserved that hug because of all the stuff she's gone through over the years. I figure this lady needs a hug, and I'm a hugger. I'm a hugger, so I gave her a hug. You know. But anyway, yeah, I would definitely recommend everybody seek this interview out. Well, the link is right here. So anyway, that is going to do it for this week's HBM's Crypto Corner. I'm off my soapbox now. But I really enjoyed doing this for you guys. We're going to be doing this bi-weekly for this summer, unless some late-breaking developments happen. There might be another special episode coming up pretty soon. I've done a few focusing on different things. I would say watch within the next couple of weeks. I think there's going to be a special episode within the next couple of weeks. Can't say what it's about, but I think you guys will be pleasantly surprised. So, until 2 weeks from now, y'all be good or be good at it. And have a great summer.